way I packed. But ladies, especially ladies, I would highly suggest getting one of these little bags.
Okay.
And the reason is because the things that you're carrying back and forth to showers or
Okay.
baths or whatever, probably not things you want other people to be looking at and seeing. Okay? Dudes don't care, girls do. Get something like this, just these little bags. Okay?
So why do you have a little bit?
Huh?
So why do you have one?
Because I had to show it to you.
He cares.
He cares. He cares.
Now, again, this is not in order, but it's just so you can see the stuff that I'm bringing to Panama. Okay? Everybody, most of you know what one of these is. This is an external battery pack for your cell phones. So if you want to bring your phones so you can take pictures and things like that,
Like a charging stick?
yes, make sure you get one of those. Make sure it's fully charged before you go. You're gonna charge it before you leave. The next time you're gonna charge it is in the hotel in David, and then you're done. So when you run out of power, you run out of power.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so mine will hold about 2.5 to 3 charges, and I paid like $15 for it. So it's not.
15?
You mean there's like wall chargers in the V's that you're saying? We can actually charge it.
Yeah, in the hotel.
So this
They
is
have
just
American
for
ports?
really when we're on the
Yes.
Okay. We don't
Yes.
need a
Okay.
inverter.
island. I thought we were having service on the island.
We're taking
No.
pictures for pictures.
Pictures, got it, okay.
I always bring a set of headphones. Generally, you're not going to use them very often, but if you do want to use them, bring them. I also have extra charging cables, just in case, because you never know when one's going to go bad.
Okay.
I do a lot of reporting back to the United States, to our families and stuff like that, what's going on. So that's why I carry that stuff. Batteries. If you bring anything with batteries, bring your own spare batteries. Okay? Regardless of what it is, you're responsible for your own batteries, not everybody else's. The reason I specifically speak about that is when we get to flashlights and things like that, you're going to want your own. Okay? It never fails. Never fails. Somebody stays up late writing a letter or taking notes or doing Bible study, and they fall asleep with their headlamp on, their headlamp stay up dead the next day, and it's Tuesday. So they have no flashlight at all. Okay?
It's all like top pouch.
Huh?
That's all just like your top.
You can
Does
put it
anyone
wherever
want
you
a
want.
pen
Okay?
to write down anything? Or is everybody good?
So
Good talk.
I'm distracted. I'm trying to pay attention.
Thanks for that conversation, guys.
alright, that's my spare. I always bring a second pair of sunglasses. Don't bring expensive sunglasses. Never bring expensive sunglasses. Always have sunglasses. Okay? Even though we're Texans and we're used to heat,
Go get some $5 sunglasses.
we're used to heat and things like that.
The polarized.
Keep in mind, we're coming out of our winter and they're in the middle of their summer, so
Polarized.
we're going to be going from 70-degree weather to 95-degree weather. It's going to take a toll on your body. Okay? Bring extra sunglasses. Or at least bring a pair of sunglasses at the very minimum. Very
What if
least.
you're blind like Clayton and you have to have prescription?
He knows what to do. He works it all the time.
He was confused.
Order extra.
Especially guys, bring a hat. Don't bring a nice hat. Bring an old hat. Something that you know is going to get trashed. This thing's probably been to Panama 3 or 4 times. It's trashed. It's old, but it works. Keeps the sweat out of your. Huh? Well, I agree. It used to be a nice hat. Now it's still a great hat. But
Looks like trash to me.
make sure you bring a hat. It'll keep the sun off you. You can turn it backwards, get the sun off your neck. You can, and it'll keep the sweat out of your eyes. So very important. Another set of earbuds. I must have left these in there from another trip or something. I don't know. So anybody want earbuds?
No, you can keep those.
Yeah!
Dude, I have like
Legit was the gift.
30 pair.
I raised my hand.
You did raise your hand. That's good.
Passport
I mean,
in a plastic bag. Okay? What did I just do wrong? Anybody? Somebody
Show
tell
it
me
to
what I
us.
did wrong.
You don't show it to us.
No, what did I do
Never
wrong?
shows anybody.
it's
It wasn't on your person.
Exactly. Your passport stays in your pocket.
Can we get
24 hours a
passport
day.
lanyard things?
No.
Why?
Because it falls.
Why? Because if it gets caught in anything and it rips through your skin, I have no way to get you medical attention.
What?
Maybe it gets caught in a saw or something while you're working. You don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Or
Is that what
one of
Also,
those pieces of.
It can't go like. in
Yeah,
your-
Adam can't
in
reattach your head.
shirt.
Oh, you're talking about like decap.
I was
I'm
thinking,
talking
I was thinking
serious
like when
injuries.
you're traveling.
Serious.
We're not
Well,
risking
like
it.
if
So
we're
you
not
can't wear
on the
it.
job.
Just
for us
studs.
women.
Just put it
In your pocket.
baby.
Just like flush ones.
You will always
I
have
don't even know
pockets.
if it'll fit in my pocket. We have
Figure
women
it out.
pockets.
Hey, those black pants
Oh.
from Academy, you don't fit in my pocket.
Okay.
Passport
Did
with
you
you
get those,
at
those
all
Magellan
times.
fishing pants?
Hey,
No.
passport with you at all times.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, alright, sir.
Also, he said that on trip. Matt doesn't like anybody arguing with him, so don't argue.
Matt loves
So,
people arguing
Pig
with him
fights
because I
with
get to
him
argue back.
constantly.
Hey, we'll get along great.
Flashlights. See that? That sucks. Don't bring that.
No LEDs.
Okay? No, you bring LED.
Oh,
Can you flash it up on the ceiling so I
Don't
see how
bring
bad
that.
it is? Okay.
It does
Not
nothing.
bad.
Okay? Don't bring it. You're gonna be sitting here trying to borrow everybody else's because yours doesn't work.
Wait,
Y'all's broke. Maybe it has a rotating head. We're just gonna go with it.
Medication.
He's got a problem.
In the
If you're
bottle.
taking medication and you need your medication, it needs to be in the original bottle with your name on it and your address. Okay? That's why you need to bring your driver's license because the Panamanian government, if they see a medication that is not labeled with your name on it, will take it away.
So we can count out like 7 days. Just bring that.
My advice, huh?
We buy medication in the V.
Can Jason have a separate bag for his?
He needs a fanny pack.
If you have
For his
medication
meds.
you have to take every single day and it's important, that important,
He might die.
I want you to bring 15 days worth of
'Cause-
medication
Because we would get lost.
because
You get stranded.
you just never know.
Y'all are bringing two of the people with the worst luck in the world with you.
The worst I've seen was 11 days, and I wasn't on that trip, so. Okay.
Counting on your timeliness here.
I've only taken
Maybe
off.
I'll have to get the rest out of that pocket after I get some of the crap out
I
of
only took 7 days on vacation, so.
You got stuff.
I
Yeah,
heard
Matt.
you made out like
You're gonna have to
bandits.
depack some of the bag before you get to those pockets.
it. Alright,
Yeah, that bag
as
is
we open the
really
bag,
good.
gloves,
Is that
work
in here?
gloves.
Are these for women too?
Yes, everyone needs to have work gloves.
Are we supposed to bring a hammer? Cause I thought you said women.
Yes.
no.
You don't have to, but you should,
There's
Okay.
less women.
okay? Work gloves. I will literally go through 2 pair of gloves. I'll wear through 2 pair of gloves in 5 days. And I don't buy cheap gloves. These are cheap gloves, but these are what I usually get.
That's what
You can take them and pass them around if you want to look at them, but I'll wear through 2 pair of these in 5 days.
So not like leather gloves, like.
Not leather. Leather, number one, leather will not
Work
dry,
gloves.
so your hands will constantly be wet, which puts you at risk of other things. But number 2, it's just so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Is
you'd
that
be
not on
miserable.
here?
Gloves may not be on there. That's why we're going through
Put it
this
on,
like this.
yeah.
Okay, is your hammer and stuff in there or what?
Right now, yes. It'll come out. I'm going to show you some other stuff in a minute.
Because we have like that tote thing,
So
right?
we need to pack our bag just like this.
Mhm.
Except for a few things. I'll give you that in a minute. Okay? So, good work gloves. Make sure you bring them. Who wears a size large work glove?
Those shoes.
There's no
But I
way.
think those
There is no way.
She wears a large.
I have big hands.
I have big hands.
She man back there.
he does.
You can try them.
But I wear size 11, I promise you.
Well, I
Small.
bet you need a.
Anybody else? Anybody?
I would
Anybody?
try them, cause look,
I'm
I mean,
small
they're-
for kids,
Look at that.
Grace wants to try them on. Get your own gloves.
Is that too small?
or kids to size small.
that too big?
I wear an extra large, so.
We're gonna.
So those
So you
are
bought a
like
bunch of
knuckle
cheap
pads.
ones and then threw them away.
Well, those were 3 pair for $9, so I just bought them so I could give them
I
away.
mean, they're
feel like
not,
that's
they're tight.
expensive.
They're weird.
Yeah.
But you want them
They're
tight.
padded.
You want them tight,
These are padded.
okay?
So,
What's to throw away?
I wear a belt with just about everything. So I have an old belt that I bring with me. Don't bring not your nice stuff. Bring your old crappy
What if
stuff.
I only own one belt?
No.
We don't need belts,
You
right?
bring that belt and you give it away and then you buy a new one.
No.
Headlamp.
Right?
It's a really expensive belt.
Your optimal thing is to bring a headlamp, not a handheld flashlight. Okay?
Do we need to bring both?
No,
Okay.
one or the other, but I would prefer everybody use a headlamp. Okay? This is anytime you have to go to the bathroom at night, anything like that, you're gonna need your headlamp. If you need, if you're gonna
Nope.
write letters, take notes, read the Bible, whatever you're gonna do while we're there at night, you're gonna need a headlamp. Be courteous. So like this one, this was like $20. And it's got multiple settings of light, but it also has the red lights. And the reason red is important is because it doesn't traject. So you can sit there and read the Bible clear as day, but it's red, so it's not gonna keep everybody else awake.
Okay, so you want ones with the red.
I did not say that. I said
They're more courteous.
they're more courteous. If you can get one,
So
get
you
it.
want one with the red.
You're gonna be sharing a room with them. So.
Again,
Most of them these days have like 3 settings.
Usually they do, yeah.
Okay.
It's also straight so you can save your life.
again, extra batteries,
Straight
just in
feet.
case.
Can I use your red pen?
Don't leave home without batteries. Guys, you cannot buy this stuff in Panama. Like, I mean, there's batteries, but they're gonna be crappy brands and they're gonna be really expensive. It's not worth it.
They're more expensive than a gas station. I went to a gas
Yes.
station today, and for 4 they wanted $9 for a triple S.
Yes.
I was like,
It's like
what is
sunblock
wrong
buying
with
it
you?
at the
I will
beach
get
for
you guys all
$15.
batteries on base because they're like so cheap.
Anybody who does not know what this is a speed square. This speed square was $2. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier. You can get them for $1. Doesn't matter. Get one.
Is that on here?
Everybody needs a speed.
No, this is the tool list. This is a separate list.
Separate list.
I didn't know
Oh gosh, I was
So speed square.
Do we all need our own speed
You
square?
do not. We only need 3 or 4 of them
So
probably
just
for
the
everybody.
men bring one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, I don't bring a lot of this stuff. So I don't know.
Ooh.
Hammer.
Yeah, I like that hammer.
Okay.
That's a nice one.
This was $20. I just bought it today.
Heavy.
It's 22 ounces.
We're leaving
I'm
these
not
hammers.
carrying a heavy hammer.
I leave mine.
I carry a 28-ounce Eastwig on, you know.
I carry a 15 ounce.
And I would if I was going to spend, because I'm leaving it there.
Beast.
So getting that kind of, that brand, what is
I've
it?
got
Husky
3 or
whatever.
4 of them, so I'm just gonna bring one of that one.
You gotta leave it there.
Tape measures, 25, 30 foot tape measure, whatever. This is a very cheap tape measure. It's not high quality or anything,
And
but it
again, not
works.
everybody has to bring that, right?
No, you don't. It's up to you if you want to bring it. A lot of the guys that are construction minded will bring them, and they'll know to bring one. So, so bring them. Good chance you're probably gonna drop. It's gonna break anyway, but bring it. Don't be bringing the high end expensive stuff, guys. Okay. Remember, number one, we're leaving it all there.
Don't judge me if I do, because I've already got this stuff. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
don't judge me if
And
it gets
we've got-
broken or lost or stolen.
It's fine. It's fine. I've got it. It's used. It's, you know.
Yeah, don't judge me if it comes back in my bag.
I don't need to buy
Exactly.
stuff. I've already got it. I tried-
Right now,
James,
this
James
long-
brings like 4 or 5 hammers and
shorter
everything, and he's
ones
like, I'll
that
take
are
that one
the
and
right
leave
weight.
this one.
The longer the hammer, the more leverage you have when you're hitting.
Yeah, but I might kill myself.
True.
Come back and yourself.
I'd rather not.
I couldn't even put a nail in the wood, so,
So
you may not even get that far.
this is everything, almost everything that I will wear the entire time we're on the islands.
It's intimidatingly
Oh
small.
my gosh.
I feel like my underwear is gonna take up
Is
that
that,
much.
you're gonna open that up? Oh.
I'm gonna open it up.
Don't do it! Oh.
Oh, it stinks. You not watching the last one?
Did you spray it yet?
With all the permethrin?
We'll get there.
Formaldehyde is what it is.
Is it really?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I love
Shut
this.
up.
All right.
Okay, you had us individually
You
wrap
can
them.
do that too.
Okay,
You can
good.
individually
By,
do it.
like,
You can do whatever you
organization,
want.
Yes.
I like the way he's doing it.
These shorts, I would highly recommend this fabric, this type of shorts.
What are those?
These are Columbia. I don't even know what tip fabric's called, to be perfectly honest
It's
with you.
fine.
See-through.
I know that.
See-through?
It's fun. See-through.
Columbia.
You can see the light.
Wear thick undies.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
on a whole other level.
They are Columbia. They are lightweight, but I got them at Goodwill for $2.
Aw.
How do you
Okay.
find these things?
They're everywhere.
I feel like a $30 pair of
Feel the
cleats that I
fabric.
bought was a good deal.
No.
So
I should have
I bring, while on the islands, I will wear 3 different pair of
He
pants.
went
That's
to
it.
the rich man's Goodwill.
Yeah, which
Okay.
Goodwill did you go to?
I don't remember.
I don't feel like you got these at Goodwill. These are all
These I did not.
These are all
Those I
the
did.
same. Okay.
These I got for $8
And Academy
again?
Sports and
at
Outdoors.
Academy. Well, it was like it's
What
called
brand's
Dunham's.
that?
It's just the same thing.
What's the brand of that?
I don't know.
Dunham's.
Seriously.
guide series.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Gander Mountain.
Gander Mountain.
Yep. These are great because they are pants. They will so it'll protect your legs from the sun, or you can take the legs off and you got shorts.
Short shorts. Those are short
They are
shorts.
short shorts.
I'm getting some big
You will see me with the
hair
pants
my
legs
UDTs.
off.
clothes.
You
You
will
are not wearing those things.
I'm wearing
UDT,
my UDTs.
they're like,
I don't even know what a UDT is.
they're
like-
butt huggers.
They're like underwear.
They'll make you all very uncomfortable.
Look on the list and it says nothing too provocative.
They're not
Listen,
provocative.
I got a phone call. And they're like, "Please tell me your husband's home," because there is some really tall white kid running around in some booty shorts, and I was like, "No, that's him. I gotta go." Jill called me back.
Babe, change your clothes.
So I'll
Scare the
have
neighbors.
2 pairs of pants,
Okay.
Blood?
1 pair of shorts. Huh?
Somebody.
Is that blood?
It does look big.
I don't know.
Where's
I don't remember.
I neither.
He hit me.
Confirm or deny.
All right, shirts, just old T-shirts. I get these shirts right here. They're similar to like this type of material, but they're like
like that
moisture
silky
wicking
athletic.
type material. I get these for like $4 at Academy and at Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're great shirts. These have probably been worn once or twice each. They will not come home. Old T-shirt, and then a Neon Life shirt that I got stand up.
Like 5 shirts, 5 or 6 shirts.
Yeah, 5 shirts, 1 for each day, Monday through
But I
Friday,
thought we were gonna be there for 7 or 9 days.
on the islands.
So this is just
Only-
island
This
wear
is
only?
just islands.
Oh, okay. So you have more clothes in there.
And you
Oh.
have them separately packed.
Yes.
That's how you would recommend it. So we're not
Yes.
opening stuff at the hotels that we need on the islands that needs to be like sealed and waterproof for on the boat rides.
I would waterproof.
Right?
I waterproof everything, but yes.
Okay.
My package of drawers,
Okay.
my socks.
Is it 5 to 7 pair?
Draws. Hey, there's like 10 pairs of draws in there, man. What's going on?
There is 10 pair. I promise there's 10. Just in case. Remember that thing about having your poop pack?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Hey, turn them inside out, flick it off, and put them back on.
I am not married to him.
Just rinse them in the ocean. You're fine.
Shaking them off.
Socks. I keep all this stuff separated, guys, because I don't want anything to get wet or ruined or whatever.
How many are in there? 5, 7 or
It's
what?
probably 10 total.
He likes them.
He's like, I'm keeping them. Thanks for your shorts.
This is all my other clothes.
Okay.
For the
Like
rest
your
of the
church
trip.
clothes.
So, church clothes. Okay?
Where's Waldo's shirt?
He's like me. He has a preference of clothes, and he just buys like an abundance of that
Of the
same
same
thing.
style.
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
colors.
I
Exactly.
do the same thing.
He's like, I like this. I'm
I do
gonna
the
get
same
blue,
thing.
black,
So
gray.
I have
red,
khaki,
orange
a pair of
set for
khaki
the year.
pants in here, a polo shirt, and then I always wear a white t-shirt. That's just me. That's for church. So what you're going to want to do, what I want to do, and most of the guys are probably going to want to do is right after church, you'll keep this shirt on, but you'll throw a pair of shorts on instead of the pants. Okay, because otherwise it's going to get pretty hot.
Like khakis.
Because
not
remember, after
basketball
church
shorts.
is when we're going to take
We
the
changed,
2.5,
yeah.
3 hour
Bus
boat
ride.
ride or bus ride to get to the boat, and then we're gonna take a 2 or 3 hour boat ride to get to the islands. Okay,
Boat
ladies, church clothes, dresses are
And then
traditional.
after you change into the island clothes.
And like a sleeve, right? We don't want like tanks.
Some of them have like just the strings, but I would say some sort of a. Just make sure you're covered.
Like at least, would you say like at least like a
Like school dress code approved.
There you go.
depends on the school dress code.
Like a cotton tee
Yeah.
dress.
Nowadays.
Yeah, just a dress, something because that's their traditional wear. You know, when we get to church, there's still gonna be shirts and ties, stuff like that. So we
Shoes
can.
for church, should we just do like
We'll
flats?
get there.
You
Yeah,
can
flats,
do whatever.
anything like
for
that.
shoes.
Hiking boots.
So then,
Preferably they
Definitely.
match clothes.
so then I know that when we get to, okay, so on the plane, everybody's gonna be wearing their team shirts. Everybody knows that. That's what we're gonna wear for the first 24 hours. You're gonna wear a team shirt. We'll get there and we'll shower, get cleaned up, and get ready for church for the next day. We have 2 days at the end of the trip. One is going to be in the mountains of Boquete, where we're going to have our big, fat, huge steak dinner, which is amazing. So you're going to want regular clothes for that. Then you're going to want regular clothes for a day of touring. Okay? So I have 2 additional polo shirts, 2 additional pair of shorts, just specifically for those 2 days.
And those can be totally normal clothes.
Yeah, normal clothes. Yeah, I would make sure they're lightweight because it's going to be hot. and you're gonna be walking around a lot. When we go to the Panama Canal and stuff like that,
But still probably no tank tops or like.
yeah, don't
or
do tank
like
tops.
Your jean short or like
You know,
jean shorts.
keep in mind who we're there to represent, and just make sure that you're dressed respectable for that.
Also, you don't want to cause any trouble.
Okay.
That's what
All right. Next,
In my orbit.
this
Permethrin.
is 6 years of growing up.
you do not have to take permethrin with you. You can treat all your clothes beforehand. I will always have this with us just in case there's something that somebody wants to treat. Anything with a lid.
Specific to clothes only?
I was
This
gonna say
is
my
for
person.
clothing.
Can
That's
we
not
treat
spraying
my
your body.
person?
No, this is for clothing
What brand is
only.
that? Is it Sawyer?
Yep.
Found some on Amazon.
This is for clothing only. But I will bring this. Anything with a lid. Anything you bring. Anything. You want to duct tape around the lid. Because if that lid comes off, it's going to hit that button and you're going to have nothing. Okay?
But then all your clothes will be treated.
Everything
So
will
will
be
your
treated.
toothpaste.
Yum.
Okay?
Nope.
I always bring
There's a hole in
just a
the
little
thing.
thing of string. We don't need any more, but I just do this. I'm hang a clothesline so we can hang up our towels and stuff like that to try to let them air dry a little bit.
That's cool.
Bug spray. Everyone will bring 1 can of bug spray. It doesn't have to be the big one, but everybody needs to bring a can of bug spray. The lids on this have a different type of button, so I make sure that I take all directions just to make sure it can't get pushed down in my backpack.
And we're checking bags now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about trying to stay in that one
Right.
outside.
Gentlemen, this will be your best friend.
For chafing.
If you
Yes.
don't know, this will be your best friend.
I'd like to go ahead and insert some wisdom here. Gold Bond now makes a spray aerosol spray can instead of
Do not
powder.
bring it.
What is wrong with you? I'm bringing it. I don't care what you say. I'm bringing it.
You do what you want.
I'm not trying
You'll
to.
find
fit
out what
that on
happens
all
to
the
you.
time.
The same thing that happens with people that bring the spray on suntan lotion. Blisters. Trust me.
What from?
Hey, how long
have these From the boys chemical. been
here?
I have no idea.
Yep, they're good to come out.
A while.
They're probably dry.
I put them on a good low temperature, so hopefully they didn't fry.
Bring powder. You could probably just bring. I'll bring a big one, but you could probably just each bring a smaller one for the week. What I recommend is, guys, you know how to use it for what we need it for. But another good thing is to sprinkle it on your toes and on your feet at night, or after your showers, just to help dry them out and repair what damage has been done, so they don't look like that.
Listen, don't kick your kid's foot, apparently. My bones are weaker than hers.
Suntan lotion. Bring cream suntan lotion. Okay.
Is that the
Don't-
same thing as sunscreen?
Sunscreen, suntan
Okay.
lotion, same stuff.
But that one's mine and it smells really good. Food for thought.
All right. Must-haves. Bring a Bible. Do not bring your big study Bible. I got this one for $5. Okay, it's New and Old Testament. It just doesn't have all the extra stuff in it.
We don't have to leave it, do we?
No.
Okay.
No, they couldn't read it if you did.
Okay.
Bring at least 2 pens because you're gonna need it. And then I bring a composition notebook. My very first trip, what I did is every single night I'm not like a journal person that likes to journal or read. I don't even like to write truthfully. But what I did is I just kind of kept notes of everything that was going on the trip. So that when I got back to tell my family or tell people about my trip or whatever, I had notes.
There you go.
And this was probably 15 pages over 7 days that I kept for my wife so that and just kind of wrote her letters just so she could understand what was going on in the trip. You know, kind of, your thoughts will change and a lot of things will go on in your head while you're on these trips. So, you know, keeping notes of it and, you know, what caused me to think about this part of my life, what caused me to think about this. Keeping notes is a good thing.
You got like all the right size baggies. They're like all perfect
I've
size.
done this before.
What size baggie is that?
Oh, damn.
Gallon bag.
This is regular gallon? Oh, my gallon's a bit bigger than that.
Bathroom, all your bathroom stuff, razors, toilet brush, toothbrush.
Don't bring your
Don't bring a toilet brush because you won't have a toilet. This right here is probably one of the best investments you can make. This
Texas
is
flag.
a-
Plant that sucker.
a microfiber bath towel.
They have these on Amazon
We're here.
too.
If you bring a regular bath towel, you will have a wet bath towel all
What is
week.
it?
Microfiber bath
They
towel.
have like travel towels, like camping towels and stuff there on Amazon.
Yeah. This is a full size towel though.
What's no? They had like an extra large and large.
Because I'll be running around in nothing but this.
Yes.
He's a shower
That seems
runner.
like it's extremely white for that.
It don't matter. But
Will not.
this will dry in a couple of hours, even in the heat and the humidity, where your regular bath towel just will not dry out.
He said he runs around in that. I was just scared.
I'll be at the end of the dock.
Towel.
I'm so scared.
Micro.
Okay? Of course, your own bathroom stuff, whatever you
Oh, okay.
prefer. Whatever you think you need.
And ivory soap.
Hiking boots, just like what he's wearing. These, I bought these the very first year I ever went to Panama. I use them for maybe once or twice a year other than Panama. But they're still in great shape. I think I paid like $89 for them. They're Merrell's. But make sure you have a good pair of boots, a good pair of shoes that are going to protect your feet and give you good traction. Because where we're going, you're not going to have, there's a lot of areas you're not going to have, a good traction at all.
Are we gonna just be using those on the island?
Yes.
Is that
So-
where you work?
Yeah.
Like, what do you recommend just for the rest of the time? Whatever you regularly.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Everybody remembers these. These are, so I bought these originally because we always bathed in the ocean. And you need something that's gonna strap to your feet and hold on. And I didn't like water shoes, so that's why I bought these. This is what most people wear. I still wear these because once we take our baths or our showers at night, whatever it is that we take, this is what I wear. I wear them because my feet can air out and they can dry out, and I can walk around the islands and not anywhere on the islands and not have to worry about my shoes coming off and getting, into nastiness. Okay. Keep in mind, there's parasites in the water that's on the even the water that's on the ground. So I like to keep my feet covered. This is what's proven to me to be the best thing for that. Okay. In addition to that, I will have a pair of gym shoes that I'll probably wear.
In Panama.
Well, I'll wear them to church, and then I'll wear them when we do the touring, and I'll probably also have a pair of flip flops. I'm a big flip flop guy.
Okay.
So, all right, I can get into this pocket now. Poop pack. Don't forget your poop pack. Bring your toilet paper. I have chapstick in case my lips get chapped while I'm taking care of business. And I have Tylenol in case I get. No, I'm just kidding. They're just in this bag. Bring toilet paper. Okay. There's quite a bit in there. Believe it or not.
Policy.
Huh?
I
Dude, I know people that get out there and they refuse to poop. Like they will not poop for a week. But boy, when we hit that hotel,
It's on
it comes. It's on.
What's the pills in there? Do you have
Me and this guy named Tony Shifley, man. Tony's like 6'6", probably 300 pounds. He's an amazing guy. He will not poop on the islands at all. And one time I was like, oh, I gotta pee. So, and we were sharing a room, so I went in there and I go pee. And he's like beating up, dude, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out. Like that. I get out, man. He barely made it to the toilet because as soon as we got off those islands and made it up to Okete, he was just, he was done. He was in there for like 45 minutes, not joking. And I
he
was
wasn't
like,
sitting there.
I'm
He was
like,
using.
bro, are you okay? We gotta get to dinner. He's like, I'll be here in a minute. I'm like, all right.
Goodness.
I'll meet you down there.
Is that like Imodium? Did you already say that?
Modium's in, I don't know where it is.
That's not what's in that package.
No.
That was unpack or whatever.
I do have chapstick. Probably everybody should bring chapstick just to keep your lips from getting all chapped and dry and blistered.
What do you want? You don't have a tamale. You can have a ham sandwich.
Don't bring one of those. Okay? Walmart sells these for $1. It's a headlamp.
No, it's not.
Okay? I mean, it's not too bad, but it's gonna die, and it's not gonna last you. Make sure you spend these, at least $10 on a headlamp. Okay, get a good one. All right, and then last but not least is your poncho. Everybody will have a poncho. Okay? Please do not bring the $1 ponchos at Walmart. Get a decent poncho. I have never in my life used a poncho in Panama until the year she went. And we got, it was torrential downpour while we're in the boat on the water going 60 miles an hour across the bay.
Can we see them?
Yep. I think that costs
That
$6.
Brandon is a academy.
It's
as well.
Frog Talk.
Walmart too has it.
Yeah, Walmart.
Then I have, this is my sleeping bag. My pillow's actually shoved inside here too.
What?
And it's the blow up pillow that I told you guys about. That's in there. But it's just secured on there so that it doesn't go anywhere. Okay? This is an actual full size, true to the mill sleeping bag for like 40 degrees or above. Okay? I don't even like using this. More than likely she'll use this, and I'll use just a sleeping bag liner, which is like a thin fleece type. It'll be even smaller than this. Okay?
I kind of like a compact like sleeping bag. It's like real lightweight.
Whatever's
Is that
small and
fine,
lightweight.
probably?
So, the temperature during the day is going to be like 90, 95. If we get lucky, it'll be 80, 85. In the overnight though, the temperature drops down to about 70 and you will get cold. Like everyone will get cold. So you just want to make sure that you have something. Most of the time the guys will bring the thin, like what you're talking about, really, really thin sleeping bags. And then we'll just sleep in our drawers.
Okay.
Inside your sleeping bag. You want to wear as few clothes as possible when you're inside your sleeping bag at night because otherwise you will sweat. And that's going to make you even colder, more uncomfortable, and things like that. So what I recommend is just get inside your sleeping bag and take off whatever you can just to minimize the amount of clothing that you can wear. One of the things that and some of you may have you guys all slept on air mattresses before when you're camping? And have you ever noticed how like if you don't have like, huh?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, well the air condenses inside the air mattress and it starts to sweat and you start getting wet. So that's the same thing. So you want to make sure that you have either a sleeping bag to where you have something between you and the bed, or you need to have two real thin blankets to protect that barrier. Because otherwise you will freeze. That will get really cold. Okay? You won't see a lot of mosquitoes. Okay? What mosquitoes are there are very, very, very tiny, and that's the type of mosquito that carries the malaria. Bring malaria if you're afraid of malaria or you think you need to treat yourself, go to your doctor and get a script for it.
Is there a certain time frame beforehand we need to do that?
You have to take it during the trip.
It depends
Oh, you
on,
think you're-
there's,
Depends on what.
there's a couple different types.
Yeah,
of-
totally depends on what they prescribe to you. The cheapest one you take for like a week before, the week of, and the week after.
What do we have to go? You said tetanus booster, right?
Tetanus.
Is it? That was
It's all, I would highly recommend Hep A and Hep B vaccinations, but tetanus is your big one. Because you will get cuts, you will get, scratches and stuff like that.
What did you say was inside your sleeping bag?
It's a blow-up pillow, so the whole thing is only about that big, and then airs up to about that thick. I think I spent like $2 on it on eBay. Not a big deal. She takes
Like a travel pillow.
like a travel size pillow, real soft, real small, but that's what she takes. But the other thing that I will take, and you'll see there's a note on that sheet that says, because we are checking our bags, you will need a carry-on bag for the airplane.
So we're checking this bag like luggage.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can take an extra backpack. That's nice.
Anything that you will 100% need in your first 24 hours goes in this bag. Okay? So, you will 100% need your Bible. Promise you. You will need it. Okay? You will, what I might do is put a pair of drawers, a pair of socks in a separate bag and put it inside here, just so that I have it. Any prescription medication that I might need, I'll put in there. There's just not a lot. Maybe your headlamp. Not a lot needs to go in here, but you need to have that bag so that just in case your luggage gets lost or whatever, you have some stuff.
Can I ask you, what is the first 24 hours? We get there.
First 24 hours is we'll leave the 9th grade center. Basically consider that until we hit church.
Basically, church.
Yeah, till we get to
Do we
church
need
on
to have
Sunday.
our clothes for church maybe in there, possibly?
You can, but you don't have to.
Don't have to.
It's
So
up to
anything
you.
short of church, basically.
Just we'll have our bags with us like the night before when we get to the hotel.
Yeah, this is just in
Like,
case
we'll
there's a
get to the
delay in the
hotel.
planes or anything, anything that delays
Oh, because
us.
the hotel's the next day.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's that
hotel is that day, and then at night, and then we have church the next day.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Okay. So
Um,
basically, get us there.
Yeah. Again, your passport will be here, but maybe you put your wallet in here or whatever. Okay. Now, I will not carry my whole wallet. I will have my driver's license. I will have my passport, of course. I may carry a debit card, probably not. And then I'll have cash.
Have you ever taken the combo thing that holds like your passport and your wallet stuff as well?
I have not, and here's my reason for that. There's certain times when you'll hit a checkpoint, and it's a military checkpoint, and they're going to take your passport.
You don't want them to have all that
I
stuff.
don't want them to have my stuff. If they take my passport
Well,
to go
yeah.
look at it or whatever, take it off the bus or whatever, I don't want them to have everything that I have no identification, no money, no nothing at that point.
Well, those are their holders for the passport. You can pull the passport out and hand it over. That's why I was asking.
It's like a wallet, like.
I've
It's a
never
wallet.
seen that.
Okay.
Nobody that I've ever been with has
Okay.
taken one, but
So just separate wallets.
yeah. And I would say the other reason I say no is because I tell everybody to keep it in a Ziploc bag, just to keep it from getting wet
Makes sense.
or anything. And that's why I got the pictures of everybody's stuff today, is because I'll have extra copies of everything with me, and then there'll be another copy here, just in case anything happens. So this will also become what I call your day pack. So when we're on the islands, every day we're going to be taking a boat to go to our work site. Okay? So anything that you could possibly need throughout the day, like your poop pack, stuff like that, will go in here
From the big bag. Got it.
from the big bag. Okay. What other questions?
Does that fit in carry-on? That backpack right there?
Over there.
Oh yeah. Especially because it's not going to be full. Like this is about it. Yeah, it won't even be halfway full.
Can we shove snacks in there?
That's what I was
Okay,
gonna say.
so the one thing that I don't have in here is the candy that I'll take for the kids. So bring things like Dum Dums and anything individually wrapped, Jolly Ranchers, the little Laffy Taffy things, anything individually wrapped. No chocolate, of course, things like that. Put that in here. Ladies, if you're gonna bring brushes and combs and hair bows and stuff like that to do the girls' hair, you can do that. If you want to bring nail polishes, you can do that. That stuff needs to go in here.
Like we did.
We can put candy and stuff in totes if we have room in the totes. From my understanding, you got one bag for camera gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna go in the tote. My goal would be to bring one tote. So his camera gear is gonna take up about half, then we're gonna have hammers in there. Some of us may need to put our boots in there, stuff like that. And I'd like to keep it to one tote. Because we are gonna have a check bag and a carry-on bag, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, but we have what hammers you going to do? Just extra hammers we're bringing?
Everybody's.
Your hammer.
Oh, you don't. I thought we put that in our bag.
No, it was in my bag because I don't have a tote.
Okay.
And I want to
So
make
we're
sure.
gonna hand those to you and give you
Yes.
our tool stuff.
Yes, right when we get there,
Get to the 9th grade center.
right when we get to the 9th grade center, we're gonna go through. Everybody's gonna put all of their hammers and tools inside the tote, as well as the camera gear. We'll get all that settled. I'm gonna take everybody's bag, and I'm gonna weigh it. Anybody who goes to Panama and is over 50 pounds, it's your responsibility to pay that fee. Okay?
Or just take some stuff out.
Yeah. But then you're gonna be leaving for Panama without stuff.
You got all your stuff in there with 29 pounds.
I know.
Oh,
That's
there's
why
no
I'm
way.
saying
There's
you should
no
have
way.
no
There's
reason.
20 extra pounds.
I know.
Wear your hiking boots if you have to.
So if you're over 8
Actually, I know a guy,
that's
one guy, that guy Tony Shifley. He does because he brings his steel toes. They're like hiking
They're
boots, but they're
heavy.
steel toes, and they're freaking size 16 or something like that. So they're heavy. So he just wears them. He's like, he walks around the airport, they're untied and stuff like that because he's got to take them. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's there for one reason, and so he didn't care. But those things are so heavy. He just, he's like, I'm not putting them in there. I'm not going to risk putting the because even the tote has to be under 50 pounds.
Okay.
So that's why we're limiting what we do take.
Are we taking any saws with us? Like
No. So what happens is
ship
we
those early or something?
in previous trips we've purchased like skill saws, chop saws, chainsaws, generators, and things like that. So we will have a generator there. That generator is not for charging your phone. At night they will put up some lights because it does get kind of you've been working all day long and you don't have time to get fully situated, so they'll put up some lights for us to be able to see for just a little while while we get things situated and eat and do our devotion and stuff like that. But then we'll also have the generator at the job site for doing all of our cutting. So at the job site we'll have like teams. So it may be Luke and maybe not Grace. No, we'll have like Luke and Grace, and we'll say, hey, you guys are our cut team. And truthfully, that's usually 3 people just because the wood's so heavy. You guys, for right now, not for the whole trip, because we're going to rotate, because I don't want anybody getting burnt out, but like you guys will be on cut team. So Clayton will be over there, and he'll be like, all right, I need one that's 12 foot 6 inches long. So then, you guys will grab it, measure it, cut it, and ship it up there to Clayton onto the deck, so we can keep things moving. But yeah, so all that stuff will be generator powered, saws, everything else. We'll have to build if we need a ladder for anything, which we will, especially when we get up into the roof, we'll build some sort of a ladder. So if you're scared of heights, probably shouldn't do that. You should probably get used to the cut team. 'Cause it's not, it's literally one piece of wood and then there's some steps on it.
Not me.
I could do the ladder, but I ain't walking the plane. Okay, so my question was, is there like miter saws already there and all that stuff?
Yeah,
I
Pastor
saw
Ron
them using miter
we'll bring all
saws
that
and
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, everything you saw there is the stuff that we bring and that we use. There is some hand saws because we do still show them that we can use hand saws to do the same stuff. And keep in mind, there's some of these, usually about Wednesday when we're out on the islands is when the guys of the village will show up a lot more. And sometimes they'll be watching you to see how you're doing things and stuff like that. And you want to just be very patient and do it very slow so they can see how you're doing it.
Carpenter pencils?
Carpenter pencils, carpenter pencils, carpenter pencils.
Did you see my? So we.
I thought I had some in here. Carpenter pencils, yes.
So the women.
Pocket knife, put it
No.
in your
No knives.
check bag.
No
Take a
knives.
Sharpener pencil.
Huh? We have stuff there.
Okay.
There's knives there that we can use and stuff like that, but do not put knives in anything.
Gonna get frisked.
Okay? On the trip home is a different story. On the trip there, no. We're going through Panamanian customs. Generally, very quick, very easy, no issues. But just in case we don't want any issues, no knives in your bags.
What's the difference between going there and coming back?
Because you can speak English. And when
Oh,
we're
because you're
in
coming
Miami going through customs,
It's different.
you can say, oh yeah, I picked that up as a souvenir for my dad.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I brought 6 machetes back, but I didn't take even a little pocket knife there. So you can bring a lot more stuff back than you can take there because you can speak the language and you can explain. Yeah, I picked that up while I was there. Okay, they expect that, especially on the American side, they expect that stuff.
They don't have American translators
Nope,
at Panama?
no.
So the women
When
were for sure helping with the construction.
you are on construction.
Okay. Because before you said you weren't sure what we were doing.
Well, at the time, I was hoping we'd have some sort of medical personnel.
Yeah.
And we could do some classes or some nurses or something, but we don't have that this year. So we're
On
gonna,
our trip?
on our trip. So we're gonna do everybody's construction. I don't expect you to go out there and do everything that we're doing, that I'm doing, but go out there and try.
She's pretty handy.
She may be, but Brianna's probably never even seen a hammer.
Live.
Yeah, well, you just
What do
got
you
one
think
out.
does everything around here? That's not.
He'll be up on the ladder.
Jason's
like-
never seen it.
Jason just sits back there
Leave, or
constantly.
the house breaks.
Jason's one that never seen the hammer.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So Jason, make sure you have good gloves because your soft little hands are
Can we
going.
just take this ladder with us? That seems like it's
Awesome.
I'll
I
make
wish we
sure
had
that
that
I
with us.
bring, I hand out waters and, meals and
Jason's gonna be praying for us.
Nice partner.
I'll give shoulder massages.
Everybody is your partner.
I'm in. Thank you so much,
We'll
sir.
bring our little
Appreciate,
unicorn.
appreciate your service.
I go build a
I need
chair.
a little
While you're
swirl.
there.
The one thing, like when we're doing raising the walls, you guys saw them do that a little bit in there. You notice there's probably 20 people on that wall, and it was only a 12-foot wall.
Because the wood's heavy.
Everybody's gonna need to be on there. Everybody's gonna need to be paying attention because I've seen them fall and I've seen them break and I've seen them hit somebody. So you don't want that to happen. Those walls weigh a ton. So
Maybe
just
a
be
literal
ready.
ton.
Huh?
Maybe an actual literal ton.
2,000 pounds.
Probably not an actual. Actually, the big walls probably do. But we try to raise those up in sections. So our building is 15 foot wide, or I should say deep, and it is 30 foot long, with one wall right in the middle.
Right. And the air mattresses are there, and we shouldn't need to bring, right? Was
He's
that-
talking about the construction project.
No, listen, I'm sorry, I'm on bedrooms.
He's talking about the school we're building.
Wait, yes.
Let me get here, and then we'll go there.
I was thinking if I could fit my nose in that.
We will do 16-inch on center studs,
Put on-
no base plates, headers of course, but no base plates. So we're doing a lot of toenailing.
It makes the wall harder to stand up.
Huh? We have limited materials, so we have to use what we have.
Well, I don't know. I was watching over there. They stood a 2x4 up around.
I'd
the,
never seen that before until
around
that.
the perimeter.
I saw that just then too. I'd never seen it before. We've never
It's
done
just
it.
temporary stuff,
push the
right?
wall up against it and then
Yeah.
use it to put the wall up. And they also had the wall sheathed well before they stood it up.
Mhm.
They had the
It makes
wall
it a
full
lot
of shit?
heavier.
Yeah, a lot heavier.
You'll understand why once we get down there. There's just a lot of things we can't do.
Right.
Keep in mind we're also using 6-inch spikes and stuff like that. So I mean, we have to go way back to the 1800s to be building like this.
Yeah.
It's here in America, but yes, sir. Air mattresses. Pastor Juan will bring probably 2 huge tubs full of twin size air mattresses. Guys, there's extra air mattresses. Don't try to use 2. It never works. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm gonna have 2 and it'll be nice and comfy. No, you end up on the floor
'Cause it
every
slips off.
You just
single
roll off.
time.
Okay, but I do.
And
really
it
have a
wakes
question,
me
though.
up in the middle of the night because you just went thud on the floor, and then everybody's yelling at you to get to shut up. So don't try to use 2. Just get 1, and then if that one just happens to have a hole in it, we'll get another one. And we do bring little pumps and stuff like that.
So if you try to wake me up